Okay, I'm using just two colors, and I'm doing a light and a dark. The dark should be more of like a gray silvery. They both have a shimmer to them, which I would prefer over a matte shade. All right, so Rose is gonna close her eyes. I'm gonna do the light up here on the brow bone. And I'm gonna do it down here in the crease a little bit too. It just adds light to those areas. So then I'm going to do this side and just do it across in here. And again, a little bit down in there. So typically for everyday makeup, we were talking about how we would put the lighter color over the whole lid. I'm only doing the top half right now because I really want the dark shade to come through. Again, that's another difference between stage makeup and everyday makeup, is that we really want it to be exaggerated and drastic. So, big shout out to my mother for teaching me all of these things. And then I'm going to extend it out to the edge of her eyebrow here. So even though the eye ends a little bit before that, I'm going to extend it out to her eyebrow to get the full eye. And then just do the same on this side. And I just keep going back and picking up more color. And we're going to extend it again. I'm going to get a little bit more. And I don't want it down there. Okay. So one more rose. All right. So that's how it looks right now. Extend this one a little bit more. You just kind of keep going back and looking looking for that symmetry. I'm going to add even a little bit more to make it darker. I like the color because it's already dark, but again, for the stage makeup, we want to make sure that it's as dark as I can go. So. And this one, it seems to even have a little bit of purple in it. So, all right, kiddo. So now, what we would typically do if we were, you can open your eyes, what we would typically do if we were putting on makeup is we would do our mascara next and our eyeliner. But because it's stage makeup, we want to cement this to our face. So even through the sweat and everything, it's going to stay on. So I'm going to first hairspray my fingers. I'm going to use the same hairspray again. I'm just going to do a little on my fingers. And I'm just going to go right over the eyebrow. And there are some days in this windy desert that I do this just because. So, all right, so I did her eyebrows right there. Now I'm gonna have her close her eyes and I'm gonna tell her to hold her breath. I'm going to take, and I'm going to keep the can, don't hold your breath yet. I'm gonna keep the can away from her face about, I will tell you when. I know, it's surprising. So I'm gonna spray her face. I'm going to do one big circular motion and kind of come back to the center so that I can get the entire outside and then the nose and the eyeshadow. So she's going to hold her breath, and then I will tell her to that she can breathe again after I've done a circular motion and the mist has had time to settle. So it sounds a lot worse than what it is. All right, you ready? Okay. Go ahead and close your eyes, hold your breath. And you can breathe. Go ahead. So, all right. Can you open your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That did sound a lot worse than I expected.
See, it's not that bad. So, yeah, don't
Don't
lift
touch it.
don't touch it. Don't lick it either. Ugh. So, I know it's not flavored like chapstick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to do eyeliner. I like liquid eyeliner. I think it's easier to manipulate, and you can get it to go in the crease a little bit better. But whatever you have is fine. So definitely use black. No matter, she's blonde, but I'm going to use black because again we're on stage, so we want to see everything. So I'm going to go all the way in, and I'm doing a much thicker line than everyday makeup. Okay, ready? And I'm getting it down as close as I can to the eyelash. And I'm going to do my baseline first. And then this is one where you start with a little and you can always add more, just like we talked about with the gel in the hair when we did the hair segment. So I'm going to do that. And so that's pretty thick as is. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Now, a lot of girls, Rose is doing a great job sitting still. A lot of girls who've never had makeup on, they might flinch. So you might just need to do it a little bit at a time because the last thing we want is a crazy squiggle line. So, all right. Then I'm going to extend again out to the side. There's a couple different ways you can do it to be fancy, but we're just going to do a very simple wing. Okay, so all right, and I'm gonna grab my other pencil because I think this one ran out. No, this one's brand new, so it does a teeny weeny little line, and I want a thicker one. There we go. All right, so that's that side. Now for me, the other side is trickier. Go ahead and open your eye real quick. So you can see, even when she opens her eye, it kind of curves a little bit. And I'm gonna go a little bit farther. So Rose, stay right there. All right, now I'm going to do the other side. And this side is always trickier for me, so, because I'm a right-handed girl. And you'll have that. Just go slow and you'll be fine. And remember, it is stage makeup, so even if you make a little mistake, it's far enough away, and we're going to be doing it very dark and very thick, so you'll more than likely be able to touch it up and it'll be fine.